I have sent more than 1 million cold emails to business owners asking them to buy my stuff. But before I show you exactly how much money I made, let me explain to you how I even managed to send 1 million cold emails and why I chose to do it. What gave me such confidence that sending 1 million cold emails will be a good idea? Well, let's get into it. If you've never heard of cold email before, it is by far the best client acquisition channel that exists on the internet or in the whole world today. What are your options if you want to acquire a new client? You can rely on referrals and sit back and wait for calls to come in completely unpredictably. You can run paid ads, and guess what? To reach 1 million qualified people with paid ads, you're going to be investing tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars with no guaranteed results. Or you can send cold emails. How did I send 1 million cold emails? Well, it took me around 3 years, so sending a few million emails each year on behalf of myself and my clients. But guess what? Cold email is infinitely scalable, meaning once you have enough domains set up, which is just email sending accounts through Gmail or Outlook, and once you have the data from a tool like ListKit, you can send as many cold emails as you want. I like to call the domains the pawns on the chessboard, right? The more pawns you have, the more ammunition you have. Each sending domain can send up to 40 emails per day. Let's say we have 100 sending domains. That means we're sending 4,000 emails every single day. Multiply that by 20 weekdays, 80,000 emails per month times 12 months. That's 1 million emails every single year. So honestly, the fact that I'm saying I've sent 1 million cold emails over the past 3 years on behalf of myself and my clients is probably low. With a thing like paid ads, with something like referrals, you can't predict the outcome of the marketing efforts, right? You can't sit there and determine, oh, I'm going to book this many calls and close this many deals from this much ad spend. With cold email, you can predictably say with a good strategy that you're going to book 10 calls per 1,000 cold emails and you're going to close at least 1 deal. So what have I learned doing this over the past 3 years? Number one, it's got a lot more competitive. If you don't have a good strategy or a good team to support you, like a team over at Client Ascension, you will not be getting good results with cold email. You need to provide upfront value over email and give enough motivation to the prospect to respond and say, yes, I would be interested in learning more about this. Why? If you don't do this, you're going to blend in with the hundreds of other people sending emails on a daily basis, pushing for a call, trying to close a deal, being really salesy. You want to provide upfront value. How do you provide the upfront value? With things like a free audit of their website, a free Loom video breaking down what they can improve on their email flows, free sample of your work, past examples of your work. If your close rate is 20% on referrals or on ads, it's going to be at least 20% over cold email because you are giving them upfront context about what you do with the video audit, with screen recording of their email flows, with the previous work, with a free sample, like a free email flow or free copy for their website. If you send 1,000 cold emails, you're going to book around 10 to 20 calls on average and close 1 to 2 deals with a good strategy. Now you're like, Christian, do these deals just appear out of thin air? No, they take a lot of effort to get the deal from reply to call booked to close deal. My partner Dan does all the sales at my agency. At one point, he had a prospect that replied to our email in June and they closed in the middle of January. It took over 6 months to close this prospect. It took 20 emails back and forth to book the call. It took 2 sales calls. It took another 20 emails of follow-up to get the contract signed, and then the client finally came through. Now it's time for the big reveal. How much money have I made over the past 3 years sending more than 1 million cold emails for myself and my clients? Let me show you. Over the past 3 years, my business has collected more than $3.5 million in cash. You can see the Stripe screenshot right here in front of you. August 1st, 2021 until August of this year. In 2 full years of sending cold emails and growing a business, we've generated more than $3.5 million for our business Client Ascension. Let me be realistic with you for a second. My business has made $3.5 million over the past 2 years. That does not include software expenses, paying our team, paying for ads, paying for content, paying all the partners. I will show you a realistic look at what sending millions of cold emails has done for my personal finances from the distributions I've got directly to my PayPal account. You can see August 9 grand, July 5 grand, May 10 grand, April 3 grand. As you can see from the screenshots I went over, if you send millions of cold emails, you too can generate 7 figures as a business, get paid 6 figures in distributions every single year to your personal PayPal account. It is 100% possible. And you want to know the best part about cold email? I like to call it the great equalizer, because cold email doesn't care how experienced you are. It doesn't care what your name is. It doesn't care what connections you have. If you are good at sending cold emails, you can make a name for yourself tomorrow. Because guess what? Number one, people are going to respond to your cold emails and want to work with you. And once you sign them as clients, the people that you reach out to on behalf of your clients are going to want to work with your clients because you're sending good cold emails for them. You're going to sign a bunch of clients. You're going to get a bunch of great results. results. You're going to get paid a lot of commission. You're going to be referred new business left and right. And that's why I call it the great equalizer, because you could get good at cold email tomorrow and start making money from it the following day. And in the next 2 years, you can look up and say, I've cleared 7 figures as a business over the past couple of years, all because I learned how to send cold email. It really is that straightforward. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's going to take days and weeks and months and years of consistent inputs, showing up every single day, getting better. But if you get good at cold email, you can scale any B2B business to multi 7 figures in revenue. I've done it. I've seen several people do it in my coaching program. If you want to add cold email to your business to grow it and sign new clients and generate more revenue and scale, we can show you how inside Client Ascension. Our coaching program will teach you how to install a cold email acquisition system, the same one that we've used to generate $3.5 million in revenue, into your business. We have a team of expert coaches where every single coach in the program has built and scaled their own agency, and you will be learning cold email directly from me. So if you want to learn how to scale your business with cold email and generate the same results I've gone over in this video, book a call, clientascension.com. Link is in the description. I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope this gave you a realistic perspective of what you can expect. Be sure to drop a like, drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next video.